Hey, this is Don Kryptonium. Another day. You see, I have some of the red stuff here, perhaps the change of the climate, but we are going to discuss couple things today. We can distinguish those things into three different categories. One category is Levana and yielding on the stablecoin. Another is how will perps look on Kujira, and the subject three, censorship on Stargaze. Before we start, make sure the like is liked so the Don Kryptonium can start his enormous and inspiring speech, as always. Okay, so let's start right now. It's pretty grim. Nothing is happening. And last time I looked, there is 20 active users on Cosmos. There is also 5,000 bots yielding in the liquidity pools on the certain platforms, taking that sweet yield from those 20 active users. But this is not the video about that. This is the video how we can still squeeze some of the money from the market that there is, some of the money from the people who are absolute degenerates. And I noticed, I was checking Levana, and to be honest, Levana for the past few months has been working graciously. It's one of the platforms that brings fun to people because there is not much fun lately in Cosmos. So this is not the best yields because, this is truly the best yield on Cosmos. You can yield on the Bitcoin, which is great. Actually, the fact that you can yield 9% of Bitcoin, it's actually great yield by providing liquidity for the traders. So we're not going to focus on the trading as much, but on providing liquidity. But there is new pools that allow you to yield in USDC. And I believe this is native USDC. The liquidity is very small, and I really like this, because this gives you the possibility to speculate on the currency. And I think it's really interesting because, so let me explain why. This is a Euro USDC pool, so you can speculate on the Euro price, which is with USDC perps, and also on the pound with USDC. You can see that the liquidity is deeper on the Euro pool, and I think the currencies might be more predictable than the cryptocurrency, right? Often the currency is the result on the policies implemented by the certain country. So when you have, for example, aggressively lowering rates in the certain country, maybe you could assume, hey, I think the currency is gonna go lower. So then you can short the euro, for example, on Levana, which you can do. And the people who provide liquidity obviously will be earning the fees that are earned and the fees from the liquidations, okay? So that's the one thing that I really like, because this is 18.5%, which is great yield. Nolus have around 20%, but this is the real yield that is paid in USDC, without any bonding, which Nolus also doesn't have. If you bond for 45 days, that's 28%, and it's another possibility of yielding. Of course, this yield might go even higher when there is a lot of people trading on the Euro perps that we have here, okay? So that's the one thing. When you look on trading, it's always worth to look the funding rate. I think right now it says that shorting pays you. This is how I read. I always mix it up. Pays you the certain amount of money, and you pay when long. Of course, you pay the fees. I hope I didn't mix it up, but I think I didn't. So the next post is from Code Hans on the Twitter, who write the blockchain of Kujira, right? And I announced recently that there will be perps on Kujira. So that would explain why we don't have Levana on Kujira. So Kujira wants to come with their own perps platform, which really make sense because they have a lot of liquidity. They've been step by step building AMM. They were building order book. They were building liquidation modules. They were building lending and borrowing, right? So the next step will be Kujira perps, and I was thinking how it's going to look. Will the liquidity be coming from the ghost? will there will be something like Levana, that there will be separate pools for providing liquidity, or will be they using the liquidity directly from the platform, you know? Sorry, it's very great, eh? So this is the questions. KP said, great for Orca, that the fees perhaps will be going from Orca, right? So those who provide liquidity, but the code hand said probably won't use Orca, and all liquidations go straight to the Kujira stakers, which will probably increase the APR. And I wonder where from there will be liquidity providing, right? Will be the separate pools to provide the tokens for the trading, or it will be taken from directly from Kujira platform, increasing the trading volume right away. You know, so I'm curious about that. I hope it will clarify very soon more. And the last subject is so there was new collection on the Stargaze, and it slightly got censored. You know, there is some of the discussion. This is the collections, the Clowns 9000, and they were the top trading volume in the past 24 hours, you know, so there was a little bit talk on the Twitter about this collection. Let's see when I open this. So as you can see, when you go to this collection, there is a warning of the sensitive content. This collection may contain sensitive content. Are you sure you want to view it? So for those who are not sure to view it, you can go back, you know, in case something dangerous happened to the people. And this is result of some complaints, you know, some people found the content that this collection has hateful because of the threats that were on this collection. And it's absolutely fair. So as the Stargaze received complaints, they decided to put this warning. So I guess maybe it's okay solution, you know, not to defend Stargaze or anything like this. But I think Stargaze, because the Stargaze platform itself, blockchain is decentralized, but the Stargaze platform itself is not decentralized. It's run by the core team, right? And there might be some discussions about the problems of this action. I think this action actually gave more popularity to the Clowns because it's the first collection that kind of got this warning by not having like really explicit content. You know, we can view collection by having content that some people find offensive. And I think it's maybe thin line because, yeah, this is just showing you warning, right? But I wonder if it brings the concern to some people that, hey, so it means if I drop something, they can completely remove visibility from the Stargaze platform. And because there is no alternative marketplaces on the Stargaze, that would absolutely kill the collection. So what Stargaze could technically do, completely remove the visibility of this collection if they wanted to, right, by killing this collection. And I think that's not ideal, actually, if you have this possibility. And perhaps it would be great if there was a team that could actually deploy alternative marketplace that is resistant to that move, because understanding, you know, that it can be offensive to some people, they can feel sensitive that the images on the internet are disturbing to them and cause harm. But I think it's difficult because I believe this collection might not contain anything actually illegal, you know? So I think this was words like of Elon Musk when he was taking over Twitter, you know, as long as something is legal, should it be censored, you know? Because there will be, you always will have people who feel they don't like something, right? And should you censor because you might offend someone feeling? Difficult, you know. But yeah, this collection minted out. It's below the floor price. It seems the number of them is decreasing. There's supposed to be 9,000 of them. This is less. Damn, sorry. I'm getting bored with my own video. But yeah, I wonder what you think of this move. Is it correct move? You know. And it does the question because, you know, like, it's always people are diverse, right? So it's interesting because for some person, the certain description might be offensive. It might be offensive describing in worst words someone race, providing caricature of someone race or someone ideology. Some people will find it offensive, and I think some people find offensive maybe providing like nudity, but for other people they will be like, no, nudity should be absolutely fine, show the nipples. That's about good idea. So you always will find people on different sides, and it's difficult because the kind of platform will have to accustom both sides if they start complaining. And for me, you shouldn't ever give to people the reason for that, because once you censor something, there will be more demand to censor other things, and that's kind of problem. Anyway, I'm of course sponsored by the Stargaze. It's great platform. But I don't have to agree with everything. I actually don't necessarily dislike this move of the censorship. It's just a warning, right? But the possibility how far it could go. And it's fun to have the warning, I think. You open the collection and you think, is there something tragic happen? Something bad? And you find that it's just pictures of the clowns. With that, hey, take care. Don Kryptonium's out. Till the next time.